Howdy, folks. Good afternoon. It's Dr. Jeff Camarda. Here we are Tuesday, April 14th. Sorry for the distraction there in the back with your market update. And as you probably know, we are beginning earnings season now, and a lot of companies have started to report numbers, some of them quite bad, though not unexpected. We are using this earnings season over the next few weeks kind of as a litmus test to get a sense of how the market is going to react to the terrible financial news that we expect to see from most companies. And the question really is, are we close to a bottom? Is the market priced in this calamitous lost period of earnings and revenue that we're going to see from companies around the world for hopefully just the next few months and probably the next year or longer? Is it priced in, or will there be aftershocks where the market goes even lower when the reality of this economic devastation becomes clear? We don't know, which is why we're kind of staged out using a structured liquidity directive, but we're watching very carefully to make decisions as to what our next move will be. In the meanwhile, we're preparing very industriously when we feel we want to get back in, as to what we want to get back into, looking at sectors and ETFs and mutual funds and individual stocks that we expect to do relatively better in this new COVID economy, as opposed to those that we think will lag, do worse, or maybe not survive in the same form, such as the cruise industry and other obvious examples of businesses that simply don't fit the current environment. So anyway, that's where we're at. The market is rallied fairly, tepidly in my view. Its percentage is not much. It's kind of just day-to-day volatility. Today, we'll see if this uptrend makes as the earnings continue to go out. We're watching very carefully and are preparing to either sell more or to begin buying opportune areas as we read the economic tea leaves, as it were. Two other things on those of you that have trusts, and this is really important. If you have trusts and you use the trust as the IRA beneficiary, typically the second beneficiary, spouse is first beneficiary, then after both spouses are gone, the IRA goes to the trust. If you have a trust that does that using the pre-12/31/19 language, which is referred to as conduit provisions, and really to optimize the taxes on the IRA, you need to change that. You need to change that in the wake of the Secure Act, which was passed late last year, which changes dramatically the tax trajectory. So if you have a trust that is an IRA beneficiary, please have it reviewed by the tax attorney that drew it. If you'd like Doug and a team at TaxMaster to get that done with one of our legal associates, we can do that for you at nominal cost. But you really should have it looked at and amended or updated so it matches the changed law relatively quickly. So please make a note to do that if this applies to you. And the other thing, while we're on taxes, we've got a bit of a tax, I don't want to call it a holiday, more of a postponement for a couple of months. But make no mistake, your taxes for 2019 are going to need to be done. And it's kind of a double whammy here because 2019 was a really good year for most folks, which means the tax burden is going to be relatively high. But we're looking at 2020 where everybody pretty much is pinched. So paying that tax bill may be especially painful. And my heart really flutters when I think about what tax rates are going to look like in future years. As the federal government scrambles to pay for all of this missed tax revenue and stimulus, trillions and trillions of dollars, hiking an already record level deficit, into low Earth orbit. So tax strategy is really, really important now. If that's something you'd like us to help you with through TaxMaster for 2019 to try to blunt what that bill would be, and also to position yourself better to avoid taxes, what I think will be vicious taxes in the years to come. Give Doug at TaxMaster an email or call. I'd be happy to help you. And that's pretty much it for today. Thank you so much for watching. This is Dr. Jeff Camarda. Until tomorrow, Wednesday, I wish you much peace, positive thoughts, health, and ultimately prosperity. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.